So we have the idea of a science center up here. For that we will require more red belt, and our red belt production is currently being stifled. Where is it? Well, it's not being stifled yet, but it will be stifled soon because we are out of rubber woods. So we will require a rubber wood facility somewhere. Maybe. I can fit it in here and do the crushing over there and then just feed it on the belt here. Actually sounds like a good idea. So, outer trash slots. Give me this electric train. I want to see what it does. Because I will probably not expand these tanks at the moment. Because why should I? It's more useful to expanding these. And I have some cliff explosives, so be gone. Let's get rid of these. And do I only have 10 of these? It seems so. No, 10 is probably more than enough. So if I would place it, maybe here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's make the funny loop. So this will be input and output. Filter off what we require. And let's move you down south. So output priority, sorting. Rubber wood. Also my music stopped again. And this is wrong. Correct. Feeds out. Not quite sure why I flipped this, but why not? Now, I also have filter inserters. Yeah, I have a better idea. Oh, be gone. We actually are not going to need this. Also, yeah, I will have to do this by hand. So, this will also be gone. So we won't have to filter it, and I will show you why soon. Oh, why are there trees here? How can you survive? We will be the crushing will be performed over here. 2, 3, 4, 5. And no. Filter. Out, 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 out. In. And I'm using stack inserters because I'm too lazy to order up some filter inserters. And let's do the boogie woogie over here. Then back in also. It should be like this. in. Is this correct up there? Yes. So, you. Where are they? Rubber tree saplings. Doop. 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 And let's order up all the rubber tree saplings you can find. And you are going to be filter inserters for rubber wood. There. Now let's light it up. Connect to somewhere good, maybe like this. How many were that? That's enough. Add some lights. It's a greenhouse, it needs lights. Perfect. And let's start feeding them up. Oh, whoop. Where are they? So each of them will get the base required amount of saplings. There we go. Now each iteration we get in return 10.5 saplings, which I find a bit weird actually to get 10.5 saplings back. So will it be always 10, sometimes 11? I'm not quite sure. However, they will be put out on the belt and then will be feed back in here. And this will be a always continuous cycle until up to the point that there are so much saplings in here that the whole thing will just stop. And once we reach that point, then we'll just have to pick them out by hand. So, filtering, no, turrets, yes. Now, this is all running. Crushing facility. And this is going to be a basic crushing facility. So, 1, 2, 3. Oh. Double it. Input. Input. Red belt output. In, out, out, in, out, whatever. Power, power, power. Lamp, lamp. Lamp, 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 lamp. And let's make some of them. And split. Split. Well, this is a bit annoying. Split. Oh, not there. Also, that's not correct. Something like this. Natural rubber. And more importantly, it's a factory, which is dangerous, so let's warn it all up. Perfect. Now, where to with the output? Let's run it along this line. Or do I need it earlier? I need it earlier. I need it as soon as here, so yeah, the original plan is running it along over here. Which means... Yep, there. Oh. Let's make some land. All over there. And let's see how we're going to get through here. Like this. I don't think I need you. Well, maybe I do. And then something like... And run it down and run it over. Also, the most important question, 126. Nice. And, oh, over here. Okay, so in. Do it something like this, over, and prioritize the downside. Perfect. Which also means we can get rid of this facility. Oop. And the remaining facility of our original smelting facility is this gold facility over here, which we will replace sometime in the future. Also, while I'm here, let's place a radar over here. I find it annoying that I cannot see what's over here. Perfect. So, I can also see up here. We have 3 power plants. There is probably one in there. And if not, then we have the resources to make one. We have 50 of these, which is more than enough. 80 of them. So, Science Center. Well, we have to do it. Over here. This is a line factory, which means it can expand a bit more. Also, there's still some taint on that belt. Yeah. And now it's untainted. So let's expand the belt system first. Let's see. Actually, why not? Okay. Paint. Now let's do the same as we did over here. Only over in here. Which means... let's do it here. And 2 lamps. Okay, let the robots do their stuff. And we are also going to need some of them. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, here. Ah, look at all these robots. They are all building something. It's like a beehive. And let's get rid of nature while we're at it. This can all go. And while we're at it, these cliffs can also all go. Turret 3 is done. At some points we may be building laser weapons, but not right now. Ah, modules 3 is also a thing. Yes. Ah, look at these wave assaults. Oh, my FPS is actually tanking a bit. Funny. At some points you start to think, how many robots is too many? And then I just go, nah! More! So, how is this facility doing? They're all working, great! And this is already completely backed up. Also great. Yeah. The nuclear power plant will be built over here. At some point sooner or later. Come on, robots, do your stuff. Get a move on. So, Science Center. We can reimagine our Book of Science blueprints, because they were made directly at the beginning, which means we do not have the optimal layouts, maybe. Also, we're going to use the best assemblies we can get, and why the hell am I ordering them up? They are just down here. Give it to me. Only 3? Or are the others underway and I just walked away? I find it hard to believe that you only made 3 in this time. Steel tube. Wait. No. You're full on laser. You only take your sweet ass time in making these products. Ah. They just were somehow on the way. I don't know. Okay. Red Science. Part Dukes. The Revenge. Copper and tin gear wheels. So. Let's place one of you here. One Red Science. Every second. Oh, if you take 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make it maybe like. Which means we can do something like this for the tin gear wheels. Where are they? Yeah. So you need 1 per second, and you're making 2. Wait, what? Well, I can mix and match this. So every second you make 2 tin gear wheels. Every second. Now, we have crooked ratios. Because we have a crafting speed of 2, so every 2 seconds we need 2 gear wheels. And we have 2 of them, so we need every 2 seconds we need 4 gear wheels. Which means 2 per second. And you're making 2 per second. Perfect. Zip. Now, copper plate. Basically the same problem. I don't like this design. Okay, let's think it in a different perspective. If I want to fill a full yellow belt with red science, then I'm going to need 60 of these? Yeah, 60 of these, because... whoa. That's a lot. It's 30 with the tier 2 assemblies. So that would mean 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's make it like this. Now, is this efficient? I do want a beacon-able design, so basically that would be like this. And now I can place 2 beacons in here. Which also means can I do something like a crossover? No, but I can do something like this. And we have already decided that this is enough for... Yeah, we can still fit the beacon in here, and the beacon should reach also to over here. And in the event that it doesn't, let's just cuddle up. Because now it does. Now, this also means I am going to make... Which I can make like this. Tin plate, 2-to-1 ratio. And you only need to make copper plate. And you're making 2 per second, and I need less. So, can I shove this in somehow? Let's see, beacon range, beacon, how long is your range? It doesn't tell me. Let's look it up. Factorio, beacon range. Tree by tree, supply area is 9 tiles. So is a tree around a 9 by 9 square? Which would mean it's just outside. So if I want to use it, it should be here. Make plates. Also, let's use red belts. Now, this will work. Fast, fast. How do I get you from here to there? Ooh. No. I have a very dumb idea in my head at the moment. Well, basically, this is given. So... that means you're completely full, which means we could do something like this. Also, there is no power in this design at all. Well, this would work. However, it is not very tight. Wait. Wait. Yes. No. Maybe. Puzzling, isn't it? Now I could do something like this. And having a single gap in between is no problem. How about... I can't switch the belts around. Wait, where are you going? So... you can also pick from here. And let's just make it a wider approach. Which means... look at this. Yes, this is the solution. Almost. And then... Nope. Feed it in here. And you're going to be copper plates. That looks doable. Which also means this can be one tighter. The copper plates factories will not run at peak efficiency, but that doesn't matter. And now we just have to mirror this. And we will have a bit of beacon tainting, because if a beacon is over here, it will reach these over here. We can, and maybe we should, because blue inserters, using blue inserters over here is... it doesn't make any sense. We're not going to be so fast that we're going to require blue inserters. However... let's see, 1, 2, 3. If we do something like this, wait, we can use these. And split them apart a bit more. And we can place the beacon over here and it won't affect the things over here. So we can keep our ratios. Nope. This is good. And then feet. Thank you. You have to be one closer. And you're going to feed, you're going to feed, you're going to output. And let's do it like this, because I do like the more dense design. And beacon, beacon. Everything else looks about right. Now, can I... Yes, actually. I have enough spaces for normal power poles. Look at this. And I even have enough space for lighting. Except over here. So, beacon, beacon. Now that's red science. Look at it. Much cooler than whatever the heck we built down here. Look at this. Okay. Let's call it Red Line Science. Let's make a new book. And let's call it the Book of Real Science. Okay, I'm going to take a short break because I have to take a drink and I will be right back.